Hello all, welcome back. Today in this video we are going to see the vendor master configuration settings and business partner configuration settings, and this video will show you how the differences will be between vendor master in ECC and business partner in S4 HANA. So now firstly, in order to configure vendor master settings like configuring vendor group, a number range, and the field settings, one has to go to SPRO, IMG, financial accounting new, accounts receivable and accounts payable, vendor accounts, master data, preparations for creating vendor master data. So firstly, account groups. So what is an account group? This account group will determine what exactly the type of vendor is, whether it is a regular vendor, which means 0001 here, or whether it is a forwarding agent, or if it is a plant as a vendor, or if it is a one-time vendor wherein which business want a material in an urgency, because of which they will approach a vendor for a short-term business deal in order to fulfill the requirement instantly. In that case, one-time vendor will be useful. So if we go to this vendor account group, we can see different kind of data, which means general data, company code relevant data, purchasing data. So if we double click on each one, it will show different kind of tabs while creating vendor master record. So among them, one is address. Here we can see the name is given as a required entry. So before showing the settings, let us create a vendor. So I am creating a vendor with company code, purchase organization, and account group 0001, which we are currently seeing it here. So now if I click on enter, then system will ask to give the name, which is name 1, which is a required entry, which is the reason why here it has become a mandatory. Here the postal code is kept as required entry, so I am giving something random number, and country is required entry, which usually in real time also the address details will be asked mandatorily and it needs to be filled. So if we proceed further, reconciliation account, which means whichever be the account maintained here will be taken as the GL account that needs to be cleared for WRX account during the time of invoice. So in order to create nullify the WRX account during the time of invoice, this reconciliation account will be taken as GL account for KBS. So if we proceed further, here we can see the order currency and terms of payment are mandatory. So now if I click on save, a vendor number will get generated. So this is my vendor. So now let us change a few settings here. For me, postal code should be optional. So likewise, if I double click on purchasing data, here terms of payment is kept as required entry, which is the reason why while creating the vendor master record, system asked to give that input as a mandatory input. I am keeping this as optional. So now let us try one more time and create the vendor master record. If you could see here, now system is not prompting to give postal code as a mandatory input. Now it has become an option. Likewise, when we proceed further, here you can see the terms of payment now is not a mandatory input because we have kept it as optional input. Now once I save this, system has prompted a number as 8053. Let us see from where it is coming. So in order to check that, one has to go and configure a number range. Create number range for vendor accounts. So now 8054 is the last number that has been created. From here, system is picking the number range. So let us try a different number range here. Maybe 07. It is having a lot of numbers available. So where to assign this one? So in order to assign, one has to come back and execute the node assign number range to vendor account groups. So now 07 has been assigned. So now let us try one more time. Then create vendor master record. See, now a different number has been picked up. So this is how vendor related configuration settings should be made in ECC. Now when comes to table, LFB1 is the table that will show the vendor master record at company code level. If I give the vendor here and execute, it will show the vendor relevant data at company code level. If one wants to check at purchase org level, LFM1 is the table that needs to be checked. LFA1 is the data which will show a generic data like vendor account group that has been created. So this is how different vendor details can be checked. So if we see, if we want to see what are all the different partner functions, then one can see it here. So for example, here for vendor, the different partner functions are VN. So if we say the vendor number as 2, we can see these are the different partner functions that are maintained for this vendor, for this purchase organization, whereas for the same vendor at a different purchase organization, these are the different partner functions that has been maintained. So these are the tables and configuration settings that can be checked or maintained at ECC level. Now let us see how different configuration settings can be made from S4 HANA point of view. So now let us see how business partner can be configured uh, with the different settings. So let us now go ahead and see the business partner settings in S4 HANA. So here also, first of all, we have to configure account group number range and assigning of number range for vendor master record, and then we have to assign the same to business partner groups. So let us see how we can do that. So now here, if we go to financial accounting, account receivable and payable, vendor accounts, master data, here we can see different account groups. So these are the different vendor account groups that already exist. So let us copy one and create our own. I am copying 1000 and creating my own account group, ZPGE, and saving it. Likewise, now we have to go ahead and create a number range for this account group. Here in the same path we can see create number range for vendor account group. Click on intervals. Here I will give up to so there is a overlap issues here. So let us see, find out a number range where we can set it up without any conflicts. So I have configured this number. Now we have to assign this number to our account group. And we have to remember the number range, because in order to create a business partner, whenever a business partner gets created, a number will get generated. If the business partner number should be the same one as vendor number, then we have to make sure that vendor number range should be identical to business partner account group. So here it is between 150 to 250. So now let us go and create business partner related configuration settings. In order to do so, one has to go to cross application components, SAP business partner, basic settings. In that, one has to give define business partner roles. Here there are a lot of roles that already pre-exist, which in most of the case will be used. The same will be used. Say for example, these are the standard business roles for customer master, and these are the standard roles for vendor master. So for vendor point of view, if we select this one and double click on business role categories, we can see a lot of business role categories that already pre-exist. Here it will be used for this one. So with this business partner role and category, one can be able to create a business partner as organization, as person, or as group as well. So this is the functionality of these checkboxes in business partner roles. If by chance if anyone deselect it as person, then a business partner can't be created as a person. It should be created either as an organization or as a group. So now once this is done, then one has to group different roles. So here I am creating a similar naming convention, ZPGE. Title ZPGE. Giving a generic title and description for it. Here I am keeping remaining things as blank. So now if we go to BP roles groupings here, let us assign the BP roles which we have seen previously. So now once assigned, then one can go for categorization of BP roles. Here we can see different categorizations. So now save it. Just like we have created a vendor group and assigned a number range to that group, here also we are creating a number range, which is in business partner basic settings number range. Keep that in mind. Previously for vendor master record we have given a number range between 150 to 250. Here also we have to give a similar set of number range. So for that purpose we are creating a number range. So somewhere there is a overlap. So now we have created a number range with L2. So now we have to go ahead and assign this number range to the grouping. Previously we have missed this part, so this has been created. This is created under BP role category. So once this is created, automatically whichever be the roles assigned, those will get automatically allocated to this group. So this group is a mandatory setting to which we will assign the number range. Now this will come here. Okay, this has been assigned here as a new entry. So now, so far what we have done is we have done configuration settings for vendor master record, where we have created a vendor group, assigned a number range. Likewise, we have created business partner configuration settings, where a business partner roles are created and those roles were assigned to a business partner grouping. So now once that is done, the next thing we have to do is we have to keep in sync for both business partner and vendor master record. Both the number ranges should be identical. So the first one is here. We have to go to master data synchronization, vendor or customer master integration, business partner settings, settings for vendor integration. In that, define BP role for direction vendor to BP. Here we have to select our group and we have to give the BP roles. So for vendor master record, I am giving only these two business partner roles, where one is supplier, another one is FI supplier. So now once this is done, now we have to make one last setting for number assignment. That is, define number assignment for direction of BP to vendor. So this is the business partner grouping, and this is vendor account group. So I have assigned both. If I activate this check button, then whichever be the business partner that I have created, the same should be the same should be the vendor master record number. So let us sort this out. In financial accounting, we have created this number range. Keep it external. Now if we go to define number range, now if we assign this, now system will accept it. So the bottom line is, whichever be the vendor group created, for that the number range should be external, whereas whichever be the BP grouping created, the number range should be internal. Now once this is maintained, then we can go ahead and create a business partner. So previously we have removed BP role creation for person. So let us go ahead and create for organization, so that in the drop down the BP grouping will come. So whichever be the basic data needed, we are giving the basic details, mandatory details. So once given, we will save it, so that a generic business partner will get created. Now go to change mode and give FLVN01. So in this there will be a few details which will be mandatory. One of them is language and the postal address. Likewise, if you can see here, the vendor number is coming the same as business partner number. That is because whichever be the configurations we have done so far regarding the account group assignments to one another, because of that the number will be the same. So this is how one has to configure a business partner settings. So now once saved, you can see this business partner in table BUT 000. Whereas it is pretty much difficult to get the business partner linkage with vendor number, because here if you can see for BUT 000, there is a field called business partner GUID. If we copy this and go to another table, which is CVI underscore vendor underscore link. This is nothing but vendor linkage with business partner. If we give this GUID, then the vendor number will come. This is how one can get a vendor number assigned to a business partner. In our case, the vendor number is identical to business partner number, so there won't be any confusion. But in some cases, when the assignment is not done, here there are some other scenarios where you can see this checkbox is not activated. Then the business partner number will be different and the vendor number will be different. Then if users want to figure out what exactly is the vendor number created against a business number, so this is how one can get it. One can pass the business partner into BUT00 and get the business partner GUID, and this linkage can be passed on to CVI underscore vendor underscore link, where in which they will get the vendor details. Hope you had a good learning from this video. Keep subscribing us. Thanks for watching.